Okay everybody, today I'm going to show you how I make a automatic pig feeder. We're making this because I need a new larger feeder for my home, for our pigs, but I'm also making it to share with my friends in Uganda who are going to be trying to start their own pig business, and they need to know how to make an automatic pig feeder. So what I do, starting off, I've got 2x4 timber lumber here. Got 6 of them there cut into 2-foot lengths, and then over here I've got, I've got 12 of them cut into 4-foot lengths. I've also got 2 pieces of plywood. I took a 4x8 sheet, 3/8 inch thick. So I took those that one sheet and I cut it in half. So I now have 2 pieces of plywood that are 4 feet by 4 feet. I have one other piece of full plywood that I've not yet cut that I'm going to wait until later in the project, and then I'll cut that to the sizes that I need as I go. Okay, now what I've done is I've taken those 4-foot sections and 2-foot sections and I've connected them. The 2-foot sections on top and bottom with 4-foot on the sides. That will become the framing of the feeder. I connected them with screws. It could also be done with nails. So now we've taken the 3 frame pieces, taken 2 2x4 pieces of lumber, 2 on the top, 2 on the bottom, and we've screwed them all together, making this rough frame for our pig feeder. So this will be the front, 4 feet wide, and the back is 2 feet wide, and then it's 4 feet tall. So here is the same frame. Now we've put a back on it. We put it on the inside of the frame. The piece of plywood is on the inside of the frame. So here's what we've done. So it's just a half a sheet. We cut the 4x8 foot piece of plywood in half, so that now fits perfectly in the right inside of our frame for the feeder. Okay, so here's the back. We've got the flush piece of plywood, 4 feet by 4 feet. Then we put an angle coming from the front side, an angle that goes in, and you'll see how we did that. We've got 2 pieces of 2x4 that are 12 inches long at the bottom, then another one, a third one on the top of it that's 10 inches long, and that's where the piece of plywood rests, so that keeps it from pushing forward any further. We did that on all 3 pieces of our frame, so you'll see that each one has that same 2 12-inch pieces on the bottom with 1 10-inch piece on the top, and the angle coming down. So now we're going to put another piece here that goes from the back angling forward. Okay, we just cut a 16-inch, another piece of plywood. You'll see it right there that angles from the back to the front. That leaves an opening there big enough for the feed pellets to go through, and then they're going to collect on this side. We'll finish that here in a few minutes, but you'll see that's the important part, is just seeing how this piece of wood angles there, and it's actually being held by our 2x4s there, so it can't slide forward any, and it's anchored here. We'll put a couple screws to hold it in place, but that's exactly how it'll fit. Okay, so here's the almost finished. We just have some little touch up, but this I think will be the last bit that I record. So what we have is the sides are on now, 2 foot wide, 4 foot tall. We took a 2x10 for a front lip, so you'll see that way the feed, we've got all this space here for the feed. The feed will come out from underneath here on the angle. We've got here about 6 inches deep for feed between the floor and this lip right here that we have. You'll see that we've got both sides looking from on the top in. You'll see that we have just a little space there for the feed to drop in with an angle on the front and on the inside. So right there is our automatic feeder that we made. So that took about 1.5 hours, maybe at the most, to do that. So